There has never been a Christian nation. You don't live in one now. We had godly people get on boats and come over here so they could worship. Godly people. We've had the greatest Bible preachers in the 15, 16, 1700s. Godly people. Some of the people that constructed this country, godly people. But it has never been a Christian nation and never will be. A Christian nation would never have killed and displaced 20 million Native Americans who are still left out and living in poverty. A Christian nation would never have thought that owning slaves was pleasing to God, or that it lined up with Scripture in any way, shape, or size. And we not only practiced it, but we were so obsessed with it that we went to war about it. We had a civil war. And in that civil war, 500,000 Americans died. That's more than Americans that died in World War II or any other war we've ever had. Our own civil war. We killed 500,000 of our own people so people could have the right to own other people as property.
I think one of my biggest pet peeves is when people say that the United States was founded on Christian value and religion. Shut up. The United States was not founded as a Christian nation. The country started out being influenced by Puritan religious authority. The secular humanism eventually won with the Constitution. And that's one of the only reasons I have any appreciation for the founding fathers, for Thomas Paine, Jefferson, Washington, John Adams, Madison, Franklin, all the men who wrote the documents and the ideas that broke with Britain. They were not Christians. They were deists. Deism is an 18th century rationalist philosophy born out of the Enlightenment. They considered themselves spiritually devoted men, but when they referenced God, they were referring to cosmic law, not the God of the Judeo-Christian Bible. Many of them spent a lot of time openly criticizing their superstitions, dogmas, and rituals of the Christian church. And I don't think a lot of people realize that the Constitution is heavily influenced by the Iroquois Confederation, meaning those founding documents were shaped by the indigenous, earth-oriented consciousness of this land itself. The First Amendment wasn't written by Christians. It was written by secular men who were coming off of the aftermath of the witch hunts, men who understood exactly what happens when the church gets its hands on government. The two prime virtues that they espoused were building towards liberty and knowledge. These men were secular humanists. They believed in the unique goodness of human beings and the evolutionary value of reason, logic, and liberty of inquiry as the foundation of a true human consciousness. So the next time someone tells you America was founded as a Christian nation, with all of your chest, tell them no, it wasn't. The Constitution was written specifically to make sure religion, especially Christianity, could never grab hold of government. America was founded on secular humanism, full stop.
Yeah, so America was not founded on Christian values. It was founded on religious freedom, friend. One of the primary reasons colonists came to America was to escape religious persecution from Europe, which was why our First Amendment says that the government cannot favor one religion over another. It says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So that means the U.S. is not a Christian nation. The government cannot pass laws based on religious doctrine, and religious freedom applies to everybody, not just Christians. But let me tell you some tea about our founding fathers. Thomas Jefferson was a deist, not a Christian. So Thomas Jefferson rejected the divinity of Jesus and rewrote the Bible, removing all miracles, calling it the Jefferson Bible. And he said, Christianity neither is nor ever was a part of the common law. Thomas Jefferson. John Adams was a Unitarian. He was a skeptic of Christianity. And Adams signed the Treaty of Tripoli, 1797, which explicitly stated the government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on the Christian religion. He believed that morality should come from reason and not religious dogma. Benjamin Franklin was also a deist and not a Christian. Franklin believed in God but rejected Christian doctrine. He famously said, "I have found Christian dogma unintelligible. Early in life, I abstented myself from Christian assemblies." James Madison was also a deist. He strongly opposed religious influence in government. Madison was the father of the Constitution. And he warned against religion influencing politics by saying, "The civil government functions with complete success by the total separation of the church from the state." And George freaking Washington, he was privately religious but avoided Christian dogma. He rarely spoke about Christianity and never claimed to be a Christian nation. He supported religious pluralism, which means he welcomed Muslims, Jews, and atheists. The United States of America is governed by the Constitution, not the Bible, friend. Laws in our country should be based on facts, science, and democracy, not based on any faith-based doctrine, because we all have different faith, but facts you can't deny. When the president signed the executive order prioritizing Christianity over other faiths, he's not defending the Constitution, honey. He's violating it. If you claim to be an American and patriotic, then you should be putting the Constitution first as well.
Stop saying that America is a Christian nation, because it is not. The definition of Christianity is one who professes and believes in the teachings of Jesus. And the Jesus that I know about in the Bible, he walked in love, forgiveness, empathy, sympathy. He wanted everyone to love and respect one another. America does not love and respect one another. Quite frankly, America really never has been a Christian nation. I know, you don't want to hear that your founding fathers, who you all revere so much, those same founding fathers who believed in slavery, who believed in killing off people and taking one's land and life, you want to believe that they were Christian. Yes, the same Christian nation where the Ku Klux Klan burned crosses and held Bibles, believing that they were Christian. Yes, that is America. However, that is not Christianity. So, this Sunday, while so many of you racist white evangelical Christians rush to church on Sunday, this Easter Sunday, this, as you all like to call it, Resurrection Sunday, just know, America is not a Christian nation. America is a nation that hides behind Christianity to give you carte blanche to hate, to segregate, to neglect, and to abuse those who look and believe different than you. America is not and has never been a Christian nation.